And so telling you not telling you anyway. So describing the backgrounds or describing the circumstances of this phenomenon. So the story would grow. The story would grow. More complicated. But actually, so anyway, so I'm not used to speaking that English language, because I haven't spoken this language for a week anyway. But actually, maybe I haven't spoken English for this week. And last time I spoke out was last week maybe. Anyway, and so how should I start? So I was wondering about how to start this episode. But actually, so I couldn't create an interesting, or I couldn't create a funny beginning of this episode, a funny beginning of an episode in my podcast anyway. So which is why anyway. So I'm going to start in an ordinary manner, and I start every maybe I start. Well, I have begun all the, not all the, but almost all the episodes of my podcast by talking about, or by speaking out digressions anyway. But actually, so maybe this is one of the digressions for lubricating my ability or disability for speaking foreign languages. And hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. This time, so anyway, this is a complicated problem, and what I'm talking about is that, so recently syphilis. I don't know whether you have heard of that, the name of that disease. Syphilis. Syphilis is the name of a disease which is a sexually transmitted disease. And to start with, the word sexually transmitted disease is really, or STD is really confusing. So recently there are many there are many abbreviations in English, and particularly in West European countries, and particularly in English-speaking nations. And for example, the most popular, I don't know whether this is popular, but actually this is a popular abbreviation. I don't know whether this is a popular abbreviation, but actually, so STDs, not STDs, but STGs is one of the most popular abbreviations. And this time, STGs is sustainable. SDGs, not SDGs, which is Sustainable Development Goals, which is the meaning of the abbreviation SDGs. And this time, what I'm going to talk about is STDs, or sexually transmitted diseases. And this is really confusing, because it's possible to say that sexually transmissible diseases, but actually, so the correct words are sexually transmitted diseases, not sexually transmissible diseases. And this point is really confusing for non-native speakers of English language anyway. And anyway, this is the main track of this episode, or this is the main story, or main topic of this episode anyway. So I should tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode, so that you can find out what I'm going to talk about. And the title is Blowjob possibly transmits diseases. Did you know that? And the conclusion is, as is written in the title, sexually transmitted diseases are transmitted through oral sexes. And what is surprising is that some porn video creators produce loads of porn videos of blowjob. I wonder whether they know the transmissibility of those diseases. And this is a big deal, I think. And so I'm sorry for the sound of a buzzer, which I think is that of a car. Or some car produced that sound of buzzer anyway, or the sound of the buzzer. but actually, so anyway, which is how you can enjoy. I wanted you, I have wanted you to enjoy sounds coming from the outside of my residence, which is why I created my own episodes in this manner, or in this way. And coming back to the main track of this episode, maybe I have fully digressed, and so as I have spoken about that, this country has many creators of porn videos. By the way, I live in Japan, which is an Asian country, and which is an Asian developed country. But actually, this country is declining, and which I think is one of the causes why many people began to create porn videos, and many people joined. Well, many people began to participate in. I mean, many people have participated in creating porn videos because. Not because, and because this country is declining, and in terms of, in the aspect of economic performance, and in the aspect of political performance, and particularly in the aspect of the entire population of this country, and which is why this country has some dark or dim future, and which is why, so people look for, I mean, the local people in this country look for other means or other ways to earn, or to make extra amount of money, many people, and to start with, many people, and particularly many Japanese girls have participated in creating porn videos, and how they have participated in the creations of porn videos is that by appearing to porn videos as porn actresses or porn stars, and this country has many female porn stars or many porn actresses, and most of who are young, for example, and most of who are in their early 20s, or maybe some of them are teenage. Some of them are late teenagers. I don't know whether this term is correct as English language or not. And there are some girls who are in their 30s, or who are in their early 30s. And anyway, so this is the situation of creating porn videos, and one of the most popular genre, or category is porn videos of blowjob, which means many girls appear to many porn videos in which they suck penises of men, and and the most one of the most popular genres. One of the most popular genres, or one of the most popular categories, is that, so there's a girl who appears to a porn video in which she sucks, for example, three to five penises of five men, for example. Each person has a penis, or has a dick, or has a cock, which is why, so each and one girl sucking two or more penises, which is a category growing popular, or which is a category which has I think become a popular anyway. And but actually, so I see, I get notices from many many creators of porn videos, and this country has, or this country produces too many porn videos, which is, or this country generates trends of, or loads of porn videos. And one of the most popular categories is porn videos of blowjob, and which is why, so I wonder whether the creators know the transmissibility of STDs, or sexually transmitted diseases, and I don't know whether those creators of porn videos of blowjob spread or have contributed to spreading or proliferating syphilis, but actually this country has many patients of syphilis, or this country has growing number of cases of syphilis, and which is why, so I created this episode, and actually this is all the stuff I'd like to tell you this time. And what did I say? Anyway, so the title is Blowjob possibly transmits diseases. Did you know that? Which is the title of this episode, and the conclusion is, as is written in the title, sexually transmitted diseases are transmitted through oral sexes. And what is surprising is that some porn video creators produce loads of porn videos of blowjob. I wonder whether they know the transmissibility of these diseases. So in this episode, the conclusion is quite long, and anyway, but actually I have finished speaking out what I wanted to tell you this time. And here starts a cause of this phenomenon, which means which is a proliferation, or which is a spread of syphilis, or which is a spread of porn videos of blowjob. Anyway, so I have used many times, but actually after all the causes come to become an economic problem, which means, so this country has how should I say, stagnant amount of paychecks, which means, so maybe you have not understood what I'm going to talk about, or what I wanted to tell you, which means this country has had consecutive 20 years or 30 years in which the wages or the salaries or the paychecks of people have not been raised, or have not been raised. The paychecks or wages have not been raised, or have not risen for consecutive 20 or 30, for consecutive 20 to 30 years, and which has been the situation of this country. And recently, many companies began to raise the paychecks, or many companies began to raise wages or salaries or paychecks of their employees. But actually, so this is the case to people working for huge companies, and some people say that so that trickles, and Japanese people calls the trickles of money coming from huge companies trickles. And many people say that the trickles coming from trickles of pay rises, or the trickles of the raised amount of paychecks, or the trickles of the trends of raising paychecks do not fall into people working for the companies of middle sizes, or the people working for to the people working for small companies. And so, which is why, so people working, which means, so what I'd like to tell you is that if you have not understood what I'm saying, so what I'm saying is that people working for huge companies may become richer, but actually people working for the companies of middle sizes, or people working for small companies do not become rich, and they can't enjoy, meaning the people working for middle companies or smaller companies may not be able to enjoy the raised amounts of paychecks or wages, which is what I'm saying, because the trend of raising paychecks, or the trend of well, the not payments, but paychecks or wages having risen, or paychecks raised by their employers, and those people working for middle companies or small companies may not be able to enjoy paychecks, or the paychecks or wages raised by their employers, which is what I'm saying. and because that trend may end before those people working for middle companies or smaller companies can can get can get the least amount of paychecks. I'm sorry for my wrong manner or difficult manner of describing things, but actually, so the trend may finish, but the trend may finish those people working for smaller companies may be able to or would be able to get those least amounts of money anyway. So which I think is one of the causes, and to start with, young people in this country are poor, or young people in this country are impoverished. I mean, most of them are impoverished, but actually, there is a small amount of young people who enjoy higher paychecks, or who enjoy higher wages than other poorer people, other poorer young people, and which is why, so poorer younger people or more impoverished younger people have to find other means or other ways to make extra money, and for they look for side hustles, which is the case to this country, and one of those side hustles is creating porn videos, and is one of another side hustles is appearing to or participating into creating porn videos in the form of becoming porn stars or becoming porn actresses or porn actors anyway. So which is a phenomenon, which is the cause which I think is one of the economic causes why many porn videos began to be created. And this is all actually. So I have told you the title and the conclusion of this episode, and this is the ending of this episode. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you. This is a correction, but so maybe I have pronounced appeal instead of appear. Appeal is honest request. Some dictionaries say the meaning of appeal is honest request, and in the case of verb, appeal, the word appeal means to request honestly or something like that. But actually, appeal is not the word I wanted to tell you when it comes to talking about the fact that many Japanese girls have appeared to porn videos, and the word I wanted to use is appear, not appeal. So the fact is that many Japanese girls who are in their 20s or in their 30s or in their perhaps teens have appeared to some porn videos, meaning many Japanese girls have participated in creating porn videos in the form of becoming porn stars or porn actresses. And this is a correction for which means I'd like to use. I'd like you to understand that what I wanted to tell you is the fact that many Japanese girls appeared to many porn videos. Not that many Japanese girls have appealed to porn videos.